Hey, what's going on YouTube? So tonight, we're gonna have a little bit different of an approach that we normally do on YouTube. I've had, quite a few moto dads and moms at the races, kind of picking my brain at different things. I'm by no means an expert. We've just been doing it a little bit now. So tonight and probably over the next week, I'm gonna be showing you a couple different things. So as far as tonight's episode, I'm gonna show you how to do graphics. I don't know if it's the best way. It's the way I do it and the way I feel is the easiest for me. And maybe you might want to adopt it, maybe you don't, I don't know. But it's just another way that will show you how to put on graphics. So our buddy Dylan over at HM Designs MX got us another kit. He literally built this over the weekend, shipped it out on Monday. We got it the day after Thanksgiving. So as some of you know, we're leaving Tuesday afternoon to head to Phoenix. We got AZ Open. So we're getting this brand new gas outfitted with brand new graphics. So check it out. I hope you guys like the episode. And in the coming weeks, I'm gonna be showing different videos, how we prep for races, maybe tire choices for certain tracks, gear ratios on 50s, anything of that nature. So now that we're kind of off 50s, besides Wyatt, there's just maybe a couple things that you guys might want to know or need to know or anything of that nature that maybe I could help you out. But again, I'm no expert, but hope you enjoy the video. So when I'm doing graphics, kind of my solution is about half isopropyl alcohol. So do about half, and then the rest is going to be water. I usually put in some sort of spray bottle. All right, so today I'm gonna show you the easiest possible way to put on graphics. So basically what you gotta do is just all right, so there's definitely several different methods of doing this. I find the easiest one to make sure there's no bubbles or anything of that nature in there. So the few minutes ago I showed you, I do about a 50-50 thing between 90% isopropyl alcohol and water. That kind of helps seal it, but just get it very wet. And at this point, we're just going to line it out exactly how you want it to be. Which sometimes might take a few tries, but once you feel like you've got it in a pretty good spot, just kind of work it with your thumbs from the center out, and you'll start kind of seeing it take shape where you want it to go. Remember, you're going to have all that water in there, so if you have a way of some sort of card or something, some sort of squeegee to get the bubbles out, that also helps a lot too. So, and this piece right here is going to be a little bit harder because it's kind of a weird bend. So typically what I do is I like to get it actually on there, and then once you have it in a good location that you like it, you're going to go back over it with the heat gun. So I'll show you that here in a second. So if you have a squeegee, perfect. If not, like a card works, but you want to work out basically all the bubbles. You'll see them kind of coming out as you do it. It works a little bit better if you have a towel to get the excess stuff out of there, but anywho, just keep working it and then hit it with heat, work it, hit it with heat until you have all your bubbles out. And then, like I said, this part's kind of a pain. Actually, we'll just do that now. So when you do hit it with heat, you can kind of mold it to however you want to do it. Like, see, I got a bubble right there. So we'll get the air out of that one. Just like that. So yeah, first part done. So one thing I forgot is make sure that all the surfaces that you're gonna be putting graphics on, just make sure they're very clean prior to. So I always like to hit them up right in the beginning before I try to adhere any sort of the vinyl to it. So once you know you're good and you're clean, I'm gonna put the tip of the front fender on there. So again, get it very wet across the board, so that way it's you have some movement with actually like moving the sticker around without losing the adhesiveness, which at times can be kind of a pain, but nope, I don't like that. I'm also very OCD when it comes to putting stickers on. I try to make it as perfect as possible. So, and the vinyl is super easy to work with, so most of the time you can kind of move things around, and if you don't like it, pull it back and rework it. So again, I'm going to make sure all these bubbles are out of it. And so if you're using this method with the alcohol, it's not going to be like 100% perfect until you actually hit it with the heat gun, because remember, it's still kind of wet underneath. So I can run my thumb on this all day, but it's still not going to really adhere to it until I hit it with the heat. So once I do that, I'm going to get all the excess off of there, and then we will hit it again with the heat. And it's kind of cool, you'll see all these little lines. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but those will actually pull out with the heat. So again, this is also where you'll find all your bubbles. So you see there, I'm gonna push one major bubble out right there, and then you can kind of see that line forming. And again, I'll do the same thing on the other side. So like I said, kind of get all of those out, hit it with some more heat, and I typically, once I get all the graphics on, I'll wait a day for it to adhere, and then once I wait that day out, then I'll hit it with the heat gun again, just to make sure there's no more bubbles anywhere else inside the vinyl. This kind of just makes sure it sticks, you know, until I'm ready to change the graphics out again, which in our case is not very long. So let's see where else we go with this. We're gonna get it to a point where we like it. Get all of these bubbles out, and then these inside of the fender things, kind of a pain sometimes. So we'll try to get all the moisture out of it. So see how this corner is not quite wanting to stick. So it's one of those situations where you're gonna need to hit it with heat. And then typically if you just use your thumb, you can get all that stuff out. So we'll try to hit it in this back corner where we're having some issues with it. Then there's a big bubble right here. It'll come right out. Yeah. All right, so when it comes to the radiator or the side shot graphics, you'll find it easier to kind of take the seat off sometimes. So for this, take the seat off. Again, that's what we're trying to accomplish here. So Again, we're gonna do initial wipe. And then also sometimes you'll find it a little bit easier to only do half of the graphic, so you can kind of get everything lined up ahead of time without actually taking the full graphic off of there. So I try to line everything up, get it up. And when you have some curves like this, sometimes you have to use the heat gun just to kind of, like right here in this corner. So we'll probably be back to that here in a second. But let's see, get that where I want it. And don't worry about all these like little side pockets, because like I said, the heat's gonna work on that here in a second. So next part, get it the rest of the way how you want it. It kind of makes an indentation right here. So what I like to do is hit that line, and then from here, with this being such a big graphic here, you can kind of work some of the bubbles out and the excess stuff that's going to be in there, but it just kind of helps you a little bit. So once we have like a lot of the, what we feel like the bubbles, stuff like that, then we'll go back, let the heat gun do its magic,